make sure it's kosher. Lean on me like Bill Withers until you smell the roses.
What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscriber die trying. You see the thumbnail, man. She wants to be a high value man. See, we like to talk about the relationship part and now the ladies, the independent woman thing, and it's supposed to be some kind of competition between women and men who are on the feminist ideology, right? But and then those women want to practice quote unquote hypergamy, which is dating up. Making dating or being with somebody who dates more or not dates more, is worth more, who makes more, who's at a higher level than she is. But along the way, sometimes we skip the fact that some of these people don't want to actually be in relationships because they want to be a high value man. You know, some of these ladies, that's what they go to school for and graduate for and enter into the workforce for because they want to be viewed and seen as a high value man. A guy who she wants to be the woman that's the guy that got it all together. Thus, when you talk about people like dating down, a woman's dating a guy who's in a subordinate position, or he's less productive than she is, and not one of those things where he's less productive at the moment. He looks like he'll be less productive indefinitely. Then she gets mad. Why would I be with somebody like you? You sorry, the you beneath me game. But we don't talk about the fact that that's the position she wants to be in. She wants to feel like she's in a position of quote unquote power by dating somebody who is quote unquote powerless. So yeah, she wants to be a high value man. But does she want to take care of the situation of the family or the person? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. That's not what she want to do. That's not what she signed up for. She wants to be a high value man, but she doesn't want the high value responsibility. So you get all of this, conjecture is a word, or you get all this fantasy talk, this fantasy fluff talk about how, things are supposed to be a certain way. You're supposed to get certain things out of life. You're entitled to certain things. And it's like, but here's the thing. That's the position you wanted to be in. Like, what is that? What is it? Cher. The recording artist, she's like in her 70s. She's dating a younger man who was Amber Rose's boyfriend, right? And I don't remember where I heard this, but somebody was talking, they were talking about her and said she said something along the lines of, they told her, you're dating a younger man and and you're taking care of him. Like you're being the man in the relationship. And her response was something like, or that person's response on her behalf was something like, that's what I worked. So I worked, what you thought I made all this money to not be in this position? So basically, she wanted to be a high value man and ended off, with a young, hot tenderoni. You know what I mean? So that's what she worked for. That's what she could pay for. Bada boom, bada bing, give me what I want. So sometimes when you ladies are competing, I don't think y'all want to see it all the way out. Like, I don't think a bunch of ladies want to actually be like Cher and compete all the way out to the end like that. I don't think that's what they want to do. But then again, she wants to be a high value man. And, and what I'm saying is, but for how long? How long does she want to be one? Is it for a couple of days? Is it for a week? Is it for a month? Is it for a year? Is it for 5 years? Is it for 10 years? Because what you normally see when she wants to be a high value man, it's an end date. It doesn't last forever. It lasts, until the weight gets too heavy. That's what I say. Until the weight gets too heavy, it lasts. And then, you add to that, why, you want to be a high powered quote unquote individual and you're trying to figure out why these high powered guys aren't going to be with you because it's an imbalance. You know, some of y'all think, oh yeah, he's a high value man. He wants to be with a woman who carries herself and thrives to be a high value man. That's a perfect relationship for who? That means you'll never have time for each other. You'll never be able to do anything. Everything is a conflict as far as scheduling goes. You don't have the time. They don't have the time. Nobody's actually there for the other person. Nobody could actually have that other person's back in the way of, say, a more traditional relationship. So if she want a high value man, I mean, she wants to be a high value man, comes into play because she's not willing to make the sacrifices and actually be responsible for to be the one who has to sacrifice the most. So she wants to be a high value man, but she doesn't want the task that go along with it. She doesn't want the tedious part that goes along with it. She wants the heavy duty, you know, big fireworks boom show that to show I finally arrived. So that's my thoughts about this subject. Like, share, subscribe, or die trying. Tell me your opinion. Catch you on the next one. Peace.